Many of us find it convenient to sit on the fence when it comes to taking a stand. We tend to want to play it safe and please everyone. We think in doing so, we would not offend anybody. But here's what Jesus says about that. Matthew chapter 6 and verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for he will either hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. So as an example, if you're like me, you would have had an opportunity to do what we call freelance, which means you might have been working for more than one person at a time. Or if you're like my friend, you might have resigned from one place and found a similar job working in another place where the conditions were much better. In either case, we both would have had a good understanding of what Jesus meant by holding to one and despising the other. Both of us would have come away with the fact that we preferred one place more than the other, or would easily fall into Satan's trap of hatred for one place or for one person. But what Jesus is talking about here entails much more than our secular job. It entails our daily lives, our every moment of every day. The verse begins by quoting Jesus' instructions that we cannot serve two masters. We cannot serve him and serve Satan as well. So we have to start seriously considering whom we are serving. Are we loving God or are we loving the world? Does our daily lives consist more of the desires of God or the desires of the world? In order to love God, we have to know him. Peter talks about what we can achieve through the full knowledge of God. Jesus said, eternal life is knowing God. So serving God is much more than just a matter of do's and don'ts, rules and regulations. Do this, don't do that. It's a matter of loving him in everything that we do, thereby allowing him to work through us. In a marriage relationship works best when love is displayed equally by both partners, not by rules like one must do this and the other must do that, like this is the man's job and this is the female's job, not focusing on things like that, but both seeking to please or to serve the other. So our relationship with God works off of the same principle. We seek to know him so that our lives may please him. The same way we love our spouses and our children, and much of our day is consumed with thoughts of them. When we love God, the same thing would apply. Our day, would be consumed with love for him. So in other words, the motivation for our actions should be love of God. This way it makes it easier to serve him. Not because we are forced to by any legal requirements that we see or we're told, but because we love him and enjoy doing what he expects us to do. So let's serve him. Yeah? Let's serve him. Blessings. Blessings.